everybody, welcome to Heroes of the Storm here on G4G. Today we are taking a look at the newest hero who is actually coming out during the Machines of War era, and that is Zarya. She comes to us from one of Blizzard's products called Overwatch. So at the title screen,
I am the strongest woman in the world.
that's what you get for clicking on her. She never seems to go through any progressions, but there is a hidden click on the screen of the two Overwatch symbols. Now there comes the plant monster. Alright, so let's take a look at Zarya, coming over from Overwatch. First, her trait.
Mother Russia.
Each time Zarya's personal barrier or shield ally absorbs 10 damage, her energy is increased by 1. Each point of energy increases Zarya's damage by 2%. After half a second, it decays by 3 per second. So fairly similar to her setup in Overwatch. I play Zarya fairly often. She's one of my go-to tanks in the game, aside from Roadhog. I don't play too much Harambe, and I really don't play Reinhardt that much. Her heroics are Expulsion Zone on a 45-second cooldown, launches a gravity bomb that deals damage, and creates an expulsion zone for 3.5 seconds. Enemies who enter the area or the affected area are knocked back and have their movement speed reduced by 50 for a second. Or the Graviton Surge, which is her Overwatch heroic, a massive 2-minute cooldown. Launch a gravity bomb that detonates after 1 second and draws enemy heroes to it. So, I mean, 45 seconds is fairly good, and then you have the nice 2-minute one over here on Graviton Surge. That's a pretty good amount of time.
The battle awaits us.
Shield ally, 12 seconds. Shield self for 12 seconds. And her particle grenade for 8 seconds. Taking a look at her skins, she has her stock Overwatch skin and outfit. She has this red, which is pretty cool. And then she has this kind of very
My particle cannon makes quite the impression.
bluishy gray over here. I think I probably like this one a little bit more. Her master skin kind of bears some resemblances to that futuristic Sonya one. And honestly, like, this kind of looks Iron Patriot-y. At the master, I like the black and the gold the best. This is probably what I would be doing if I mastered Sonya. Her store or bundle skin kind of is called Thunderguard Zarya, and it looks like a Norse metal chick to a certain degree. I think she is a little bit better looking than the stock skin, but I'm not going to be grabbing her bundle on this one. I think for this one, I'm just going to be going with a straight up gold purchase. My gold is actually getting pretty high, so I think that's what I would be going with on this one. We've taken a look at her abilities, and let's look at her talents. So Demolition's Expert. For every 5 enemy heroes hit by a particle grenade, the recharge rate lowers by 1/4 of a second up to 2 seconds. So that means eventually you can get it down to 6. Once the quest is complete, its radius is increased by 5%. So I think the reward is probably a little bit better than the quest. Together we are strong. Every 10 damage done by allies while under shield ally contributes 1 energy up to 25 energy per shield. This sounds pretty good, and maybe the good choice if there are no healers present on the field, and Zarya is the best support you can do, even though she's a warrior.
How about a trial? My particle
Feel the heat. Zarya's basic attack deals 50% additional damage to enemies in melee range. So that means those who are like right up on her. Maximum charge. Regen globes now instantly grant 20 energy. Spend 120 seconds at or above 50 energy. Gain an additional 25% maximum energy. This may be a complicated quest to do, but this sounds pretty cool. I am the strongest. Personal barrier absorbs an additional 140 damage. Probably situational if you didn't have a healer on the team. Give me 20. Regeneration globes increase shield ally absorb amount by 15% up to 300 permanently. After collecting 20 regen globes, permanently reduce the cooldown of shield ally by 3 seconds, so that goes to 9 instead of 12. Again, pretty good if there's no healer present.
My particle cannon makes quite the impression.
This one sounds good for no healer also. Speed barrier. Shield ally increases the allied hero's movement speed by 25% for the duration. I think this would be very good if you had stealthers on the team to boost them back around corners and everything quickly so that the stealth kicks in. Maybe dive heavy comps like Illidan and Zeratul, Vala. Butcher would maybe be good for this one. Allow him to get a lot of early game meat, but then again run away very quickly. And defensive shielding. Upon expiration or breaking, personal barrier and shield ally reduce the damage of the next two hero basic attacks by 12% for 75. Okay. I guess it means on her. So if the shield expires, she takes reduced damage. Tough tier, man. Very tough tier for that. Particle grenade deals 40% more damage to enemies hit by the center of the blast. Personal barrier explodes when it breaks to the limit, while above 50 energy, your basic attack size is increased by 35. Hit me. Damage absorbed by Zarya's shield contribute 25% more energy. Wow, she's got some tough things to pick. This is probably the most unclear talent picking that I've seen in the game in a long time. All of these sound very good. It might take some time for some community win rates to come out before people decide on these things. This is really tough. Unstoppable competitor. Personal barrier makes you unstoppable for up to 1.5 seconds. Considering that comes up every time you do a personal barrier, that could be really good with a lot of crowd control rooting enemies. Spell barrier. When it expires or breaks, personal barrier grants a spell shield that reduces ability damage taken by 75%. So, if you have casters, Li Ming, Kale, that kind of stuff, this seems good. Endurance training. While at or above 75 energy, Zarya gains resistant, reducing all damage taken. Probably good with the this one, maximum charge. Maximum charge would probably be good for that, because it might be easier to maintain being at or above 75% energy if her pool is bigger. Pain is temporary. Cooldown half a minute. Activate to consume all your energy and gain a shield that absorbs half of Zarya's maximum health per energy consumed. Lasts for 3 seconds. She may only have one shield active on herself at the time. Pretty nice to change shields going over there. Do her personal and then go into pain is temporary. Interesting. Slows movement speed at the center. Cleansing shield. Removes disabling effects. Gain train. Shield ally now grants an untalented shield to a nearby ally upon impact. Born in battle. While at or above 75% energy, her cooldowns regenerate faster. So there's definitely a trait tree going on for her. Gravity kills. Graviton's surge duration goes up by a minute and causes it to deal more damage. The expulsion radius is increased by 50%, and her maximum energy temporarily increases by 10 per enemy hero hit for 10 seconds. Grenadier. All particle grenade charges are returned at once. And Unyielding Defender. Activate to reset the cooldown of person. Wow. Tough stuff right there. I'm going to very quickly take her into a tryout, and then I'll go ahead and pause the game and actually get her into real gameplay. Since we didn't have other stuff to talk about on this one, it's probably going to be pretty easy to combine her first look and gameplay together. However, none of my current quests have anything to do with her.
Come, let me show you what true strength is.
Alright, so level 21.
Why not?
Let's see. Regen gloves, allied Together we are strong. I'll go with I am the strongest over here. There's the explodey shield. Damage absorbed by Zarya's shield. We'll try hit me.
Strong as the mountain.
Graviton surge. Gain resistant and high energy. I'll go with plasma shock on that one. And gravity pulse.
I am
Okay.
the strongest woman in the world. I enjoy.
So here's her basic attack. That's the beam. There's her W in effect. That's her Overwatch plugs, that's for sure. Let's see how well she stands up to the power with the shield on.
I am healed.
That's not bad. That really wasn't bad at all. Can I shield a minion? No, I cannot. I can shield a hero. Yep, she can stand up to cannon fire pretty well. She might become a bit of a demolition warrior.
Ready for action.
The beam goes through people. That's pretty cool. See if we can't get the heroic out soon here.
I am healed.
Current energy is pegged down there. I just noticed that. It seems that getting hit by turrets is not increasing her energy, however. Let's see if I could get right up on Arthur. Yep, I think I'm gonna wait until my shield is up and I'm gonna try to get hit by the fort. I think forts are not going to count.
Glorious. Ready for action.
Alright, forts are refreshed. Oh, did I lock it? Okay, no, reset. No, I stand corrected. I'm getting the energy. It's draining, but I'm getting it. Yeah, she's gonna be working on forts.
Why not?
Pretty sure she can stay out of range. Yep. Yeah.
Move on.
That's pretty interesting. She
Your injuries are severe.
she's definitely going to be able to stand in there and do quite a good amount of demolition work.
I am healed.
Now, the thing is, what people who are not familiar with her in Overwatch are going to have to get used to is she is not like Tassadar. You're not going to want to preemptively shield people with her shields. And there's a reason for that. Preemptively popping shields on somebody. Oops, kind of juked me there. So you notice, you know, I'm holding on to my shield because Arthas isn't attacking me. And I'm not shielding Malfurion over here because he's not attacking Mal. The reason why you need to hold your shielding to a proper time is because the shield gives Zarya energy. If you pop the shield on somebody and you don't attack the shielded target,
I am Mother Russia.
she doesn't get energy. So whereas Tassadar is like very protective and you can kind of be a little bit more free wheeling when it comes to those shields, you don't want to do it with her. The same way you don't want to do it with Medivh. So the best thing you could do is if you've been a Medivh player,
Your presence.
then you're probably used to those kind of shields because with Medivh, with how good his shields are and how short-lived they are, you probably don't want to drop them as really a safety thing if you can help it. For Zarya, it's the same thing. Shielding somebody if they're not taking damage means nothing. They don't get healed, it's not a healing shield, and Zarya then doesn't get her energy. Then, if they start diving on the player and you don't have the shield up, you're kind of screwed. So, be very patient with her shields, and be very patient with the shields that you give allies. So, we're gonna take a pause, and we're gonna see if we can get into a match with her after I do one more game as an assassin hero and 2 Diablos. So, Butcher it is.